let's do some painting. So full disclosure, I have already started this project and didn't film it because I only decided to do it after I started doing it. I recently got a 3D resin printer and therefore I've been scrolling on Thingiverse for things. I haven't really 100% nailed the whole 3D printing process. I don't really know what I'm doing still. Anyway, one day I came across someone else's design of a 3D printed 20-sided die. And I really liked this. It was like a little storage thing for your actual die that you roll. I'm not a professional D&D player. I like the dice. We're going to skip over all the preparation bits because I don't have any footage of that. So just use your imagination. I downloaded the file, I put the supports in the wrong place, sent it to my 3D printer. After it printed, I had to do a lot of sanding and it's still a little bit bumpy, and then I primed it and here we are. There is one thing you might get footage of, which is me gluing the magnets in, so that's going to be very exciting. Anyway, here it is. 2 little parts. It's a little bit sticky. Anyway, I haven't let the primer dry because I'm impatient, but essentially the idea, wow, yes, definitely great. The idea is I'm going to paint a little tiny scene on each of these sides. Maybe some fire, dragons, forests, castles, creatures. I have got 20 to do, so then they're not going to be all good, but I will film them all nonetheless so you can see what happens. I'll let that to dry a little bit more and then I'll start painting with number 1, which I think is going to be fire. If you roll a number 1 on a die, you are likely to die. I'm going to start with gluing some magnets in. Can't get this out. Oh, that didn't have to be that difficult. So, you're really not helpful ever, are you? I'm hoping Yoo-hoo's going to be alright to glue this. If not, well, I guess I'll deal with the consequences. Oh, come on 20, that was very close. I tried to keep track of how they came out of the packet, so it will hopefully won't matter which way they connect, and they will all connect. Bloop. Oh my god, still messy. I'm worried. This has been a mistake. And I'm just going to maybe slide it off. Oh, okay, that's fine. That can go in there. That can go in there. And we're just going to pretend none of that happened. That all went to plan. That's one down, only 19 more to go. Let's move on to number 2. I think for this face I'm going to do a little forest scene with a little fork in the path. You know, choose a choice. You got 2 paths to choose. Let's do something along those lines and hope it ends up alright. 3 is the magic number. So let's do something vaguely related to magic. would you look at that? We are already at number 4. For this one, I don't really have an idea that links with the number 4, to be honest. I just kind of want to paint a dragon. Have I ever painted a dragon before? Absolutely not. Right now I have some self-confidence in me, which I never thought I had. Don't know why, so I'm just going to get started before I lose it. I do hope it's going to look good and look like a dragon. If it doesn't look like a dragon, then I can just pass it off as some made-up creature from my imagination. And now yours. Thank you for watching. Wait, dragons are kind of made up anyway. Never mind. We're here at number 5, the last one for the lid of this thing. Because of the way it looks, like as its own piece. Oh god, I can't pick it up. I think it'd be nice to have a blue sort of theme on the 5th one. And I'm thinking just sort of a bird's eye view of some islands and an archipelago of some sort. Oh my god, I didn't wash this brush last time. Oh no. Oh no. It's been about a week. Ah, it's a good brush. Okay, we are now on number 6. Now yesterday I had some friends over. I showed them the progress thus far, discussing what kind of things I had planned next. Nothing really concrete plans, but I do have a list on my phone of some vague ideas that I've been adding to when I think of something occasionally. One of those things was just mushrooms. That was the whole idea. It just said mushrooms. But anyway, one of my friends who is a D&D nerd suggested the Underdark. Quite a cool thing which I hadn't heard of. It's like a mushroom fantasy city kind of thing. It looks quite cool, so instead of just mushrooms, I'm gonna try and paint some sort of Underdark world. We're getting closer and closer every day. I, for some reason, woke up wanting to challenge myself. Don't really know why. I did have quite a bad night's sleep, but I want to paint a character today. Any sort of humanish kind of thing. It doesn't look humanish when I paint it. It's not a skill that I have yet acquired, but I'm hoping, because I'm not making a human, it will look fine. I initially thought gargoyle, but it's kind of grey. I wanted it to be a little bit more colourful, so I'm making the gargoyle green like a goblin instead. Hence the gargoyle goblin crossover. Imagination. I have got some images as reference. Gargoyle, goblin, and then a drawing I did, which is just for me, just trying to figure out the composition. Gargoyles are kind of creepy. What the hell is that? Anywho. Nothing too special about this number. Not yet. I'm about to paint it with something lovely. I'm thinking this one needs a kraken or a big old octopus squid kind of thing. I wanted something red to complete the colour wheel face thing. So it's gonna be a red kraken. Hope that's okay with you. Number 9. I want to do something pinky purple for this one. I think that would look quite nice for the colours here. But I was thinking of a sort of potion bottle. I'm a little bit worried it's going to be too close to this one. This one's pretty cool. Maybe I should do some sort of gem thing. That's more different than the cauldron. Yeah, a little gem thing, gemstones. That's not quite what I wanted. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a bit like that. Hello? Crystal. Yes, crystal. That sort of thing. Yes, that, but pink. Let's waste no time and just get cracking. Get cracking. Just said that when I was actually painting it. I still haven't posted the short of that, so I'm gonna reuse that joke. Don't you worry. Okay, pink. On Wednesdays we rope. Oh my god, it is Wednesday! Love that. Number 10, we are halfway there, sort of. There is some damage here because of my poor 3D printing skills. What is this now? This is battle damage because I'm going to paint a helmet on here. I am doing this the same day as this, number 9. I think it's dry now. Yep, now it is. Great. The numbers do take up quite a lot of space on the face. I'm a little bit worried about that because there's no longer much space. There's another one with battle damage. I don't know how I did that. Did I just drop it and chip it somehow? Sounds like me.
This is Sparta!
Alrighty, so we're now officially over halfway, number 11 now, and thank you for your assistance. I think I want to paint a frog. Something that looks quite poisonous because they have the most fun colours. Something like this would be cool. This pattern of the poison dart frog, but maybe orange. I want to do a little like stained glass window in here with a rose. Maybe Beauty and the Beast vibes. But honestly, I don't think I've actually ever seen that film. That's a fun fact about me. 15. Unlucky for some, but not for me because I say so. Today I want to paint some mountains. I enjoy mountains. I'm going to make them snowy because there's not much white on here. Right, so I'm sort of done with my Bob Ross attempt era. This video series has shown me the light and I'm going to paint a lantern. There's not many left now, we're in the home stretch, and I am a little bit struck for ideas. I think it's going to get weirder and weirder, and I still don't know what I'm going to do for number 20, if this something should be meaningful and unique or just as bad as number 1. Let's just get to it, shall we? We're done with number 14, the lantern, which I'm not too happy about, honestly. It's quite dark, but new things coming on number 15, and of course we're trying something new, something I haven't done before, as always, because that's my style. I don't like to plan or practice because I apparently think it's a waste of time. It is not. Do as I say, not as I do. Practice, plan. You'll be better than me. I've kind of restrained myself with the colour options now as well. It's not going to be as nice as this first one with every face a very different colour. It's started to get more and more blended.
Just blend.
For number 15, I think I want to try and paint a knight. You know, standing with his little shield and sword. Quite silver or grey. I think I'm going to make his highlights blue, even though this is blue. It might annoy me, but I'm going to have to do it at some point because it's all too close now. I don't think he'd look good pink. Or maybe pink. No, not right next to purple. That's too girly. We shall begin now. Jesus, I just spilled oh, my drink, my We're now on the home stretch. We're back where we started with the lid being a separate entity. Ugh. I do need to redo this because all the lid came off after my manhandling of it all. So we're now on the home stretch. I might actually paint it like this. Is this going to be easier? No, you're not going to be able to see that, are you? Nope. Down. Oh, ow, my elbow.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
As I was saying. Ooh. I am running quite low on ideas, and it's not really Dungeons and Dragons themed anymore, but today I want to paint dinosaurs. I think they're cool. And I just want to see if I can paint them on a little miniature scale. Technically, I have painted a dragon head. I haven't painted a dungeon, so it is still D&D. It's just one of the D's is dinosaur. Is everything to your satisfaction? Number 17, the Spread Eagle. I am once again veering away from the Dungeons and Dragons, whatever that D&D theme is. I want to attempt, keyword here, attempt, to paint a cyberpunk style city. Funky colours in a city sort of scene. I'm not too good with straight lines, so this is probably not the best idea. This was enough trouble for me, but hopefully it's going to turn out alright. Maybe some wobbly lines, but we'll ignore that. Okay, I have a vision for this one. Picture this. A small section of a scene in a tavern, focused in on just one section of the table with a pint glass, pint tankard, and a bloodied weapon. That is the scene that I'm setting for myself. Will I be able to do it? Not sure.
Too weak to tickle your own pickle.
Are you offering to help?
Yeah. Well, no, I... you.
Oh, I'm only asking you to give me a hand.
We are here, we are very nearly done, and I am quite excited to be done with this project, honestly. I have since thought of other projects I want to do, and now I'm feeling the slug. But today I will not be painting a slug, I'm going to paint a moth. For some reason I decided to plan this one. I even did a little sketch on my iPad, planning out little different designs and colours. It's going to be very, very colourful and very, very unrealistic, but that's how I like it. I don't know why it took me this long, 19 faces, before I decided it's actually time to plan something, and I'll definitely will change it on the actual face anyway. It's just a moth with some colours and some patterns that you won't find in nature. Thank you very much. We will be ignoring the fact that this already has a massive dent in the little 9 here. Oh my god, there's a big lump there. Why do I think I'm good at painting? Because I'm really not. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh. You didn't see that. I don't think much of this will be visible. It will literally just be like a millimetre of border probably. So, gotta wait for that to dry now. That's a good use of my time. It's been a mighty long old journey, but now it is the last face. Quite a surreal feeling. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, although there's lots I want to do, which is why I want to finish this, which is why I've been complaining so much about not having this done and not being able to do other things, other projects and craft and whatever. Number 20 is the final countdown on this countdown die storage 3D, whatever this thing is. I had 2 ideas for number 20 because I wanted it to be something sort of special. First was a sort of galaxy constellation, Milky Way kind of thing. The other idea was like a pile of gold coins, like pirate kind of gold treasure chest kind of thing, because winnings and yay, money. Everyone loves money. So that's what I decided to do, some gold coins. And the only thing is I'm not too confident on my ability. They're all circular, they're all the same colour. I'm quite nervous about the shading and the colour for it to look good. So I'm fully prepared to paint the gold coins, hate it, paint it black. I see a stack of gold coins and I want to paint it black. And then paint a galaxy over top of that. But we don't do safe choices here, we do trying new things, experimenting. Why are children screaming now? Oh my god. We're done. We are done. I did the coins. I'm not going to paint over it and do a constellation. I'm good with this now. I was just nearly finished and I suddenly thought it really reminds me of Habbo Hotel and the coins they used in that game. Not so much pirates, but a video game from about 50 years ago. I do have favourites. I do have least favourites on this thing. I might do a little rank. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm going to rank them. I don't really know what to do now. Fill it with dice, I guess. Here's one. That's been on my desk since I filmed this first episode. I recorded my first bit of footage on the 28th of February and it is now the 1st of May. Over 2 months of this, so if you can understand why I'm a little bit done with this process now. Also keeping in mind that I work 40 hours a week and have an hour and a half, 2 hour commute each way. So I've been doing this early in the mornings and on my days off. Am I burnt out? A little bit maybe. Next project, let's go. I'm happy. I've enjoyed the process. I've tried different things. I actually think it's a really good idea. Well, toot my own horn. I actually think it's a good idea practicing new skills, new things on miniature form and a little miniature canvas. See if I can do it, see if it works for me. Painted some things I never would have painted just like in a sketchbook or on a canvas. Do you approve of what I've done, Ren? Yeah? Move your tail. Thanks. That is still wet paint, so just, oh my god, just leave. Thank you. Bye, jump, go. Quicker. Thank you. If you watched all my shorts on YouTube as well, as opposed to this long, appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.